So, nope, different day. I realize I look the same shirt, same hat, same facial growth, same background, same red lentils, same field, same date, different day. Yeah, I wouldn't wear the same stuff more than 3 times. Anyway, thought I would do a video actually on some things that you might not know. Sometimes I just get wild ideas, you guys, and I gotta capitalize on these things while I can. Now I know that you don't want to look at my ugly face all day. I get that. All right, I get that. Now I'll just rotate it around. So just turn down your volume just a little bit because there is going to be a bit of a difference. And here we go. There we go. Now you guys can watch while we talk. All right. These are just going to be some random things. Number 1, I am the middle child. That is correct. I have an older brother and a younger brother, both married, and I just got married about a month or so ago. And you are right. I am the forgotten one. The middle child. All you middle children out there, all you middle siblings out there, you know what it's like. Number 2, my favorite ice cream is maple walnut. Number 3, I nickname just about everybody. Number 4, I come up with a lot of weird phrases. One of them is probably one of my most famous amongst us at the farm is keep try real good. It was something I said during seeding. I was trying to spit out a sentence and somehow keep try real good happened to come out, and then that's been kind of a running joke ever since. Otherwise, good sir is another one that I say all the time, and flying umbrella, and there's a bunch of other weird sayings from Mike. Number 5, Mike is actually terrified of mice. Like, I would trade off a piece of equipment if it had a mouse problem that I couldn't eradicate. Like, it'd be gone. Number 6, I run out of fingers. Number 7, Mike is a bit of a risk taker. He enjoys taking some risks. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Number 8, Mike is also a bit of a prankster. He loves to laugh. He's a bit of a practical joker, and he's always doing something around the farm, pulling some sort of a funny here and there somewhere. Number 9, somehow, and I'm not sure how, but Mike always seems to lose his pants. A story behind that would be, and these are all true story, guys. My family and everyone we work with on this farm can relate to these stories. So this was a few years ago, actually on this ground that we're farming right here. We're a ways away from the farm. We're spraying chickpeas. We're running 4 units, and we were spraying all night long. So I'm pretty sure it was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It was in the middle of the night. I was loading my herbicide, a Sure 2 is what I was using, and I was dumping that in with a tank, mixing it with a fungicide application for the chickpeas. So I was just dumping it in the side of my chem inductor, which is a little, it's for those of you who don't know what a chem inductor is, it's like a 14-inch by 14-inch square, and you just dump all your chemical in there, and it just sucks it right up into your spray tank. So that's what I was doing. But meanwhile, I'm loading with water at the same time. So I'm trying to lean around and look at my sight tube on the front of my product tank to see how full I am. So as I'm leaning around, I'm actually now dumping where I thought I was dumping in my chem inductor, but actually I was pulled away and I was dumping it right down my pants, all the way down my pants into my shoes with raw chemical. And I was like, oh, I was just like, oh man. And anyway, for those of you who know a Sure 2, it really stinks. So anyway, that's one thing about spraying, you guys. When you're spraying and it's chickpea time, it's go time. It's no stoppy time, let's go back. No, it's go time. And there's nobody back at the farm to run me any new clothes. So anyway, I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna have to suck this up, Buttercup. We should be done around 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just gonna suck this up. So anyway, I jumped in my sprayer cab and I started spraying, and I think I got like 1 pass done, and I'm like, holy crap, the fumes coming off this chemical were so stinking strong, it was starting to give me a bit of a headache. And I'm like, holy crap, let's make my eyes water in here. So I was like, I had to make a decision. I had to figure out what I was going to do. So I actually took my pants off, took my shoes off, took my socks off. Hold on, let me shut the radio off again. And I took everything off and I just stuck them on my sprayer step outside. And then when I come back to load again, I'm just gonna put them back on, and then I'm gonna reload and then take them back off so I can actually breathe in the sprayer. So all that worked well and good, and I ran the load off and I came back to the load station. And you gotta remember, I'm not alone out here. We got loading crews out here working. There's a lot of people out here working. I think even maybe my brother's wife might even been out here too. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I come back, stop my sprayer at the load tank, jump out, go to grab my pants, and they're gone. Somehow, I lost my pants. I had my shoes and my socks, but I totally lost my pants. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I don't have pants. I'm just out here in my skivvy wibbies. So, to be quite honest with you guys, everybody would have paid for me to put pants on, but I didn't have any pants to put on. And I hate to say it, but that was not the worst of it. The worst of it was not the humiliation of not having pants for the rest of the night. No, that wasn't it. The worst of it was the mosquitoes. Number 10. I'm unbiased. Okay? I don't care what color it is as long as it gets the job done for the price that you've paid for it. If you've paid $50,000 for a new piece of equipment that's probably worth, in other areas, $500,000, and you're like, man, this $50,000 piece of equipment is giving me a lot of crap. Okay, well, depending on the circumstances, maybe you got what you paid for. I don't know. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you spend $500,000 for a piece of equipment, $500,000 for a piece of equipment, and it runs and operates like a $50,000 piece of equipment, I'm going to complain about that. All right, because you just spent $500,000 on a piece of equipment. Now, I own John Deere, I own C&H products, and I also own Eco products, as you would know. So I really don't care what color it is. I just want someone to give me an honest freaking answer of different pros and cons. They all have things going against them, and they all have things going for them. And what might work for you in your operation might not work for me in my operation, and vice versa. Does that make sense? Awesome. Number 11. I also don't tolerate equipment bashing. If you're gonna just come to my channel to bash John Deere, bash Eco, C&H players, I don't really give a crap, whatever it might be, then you should probably just hit the unsubscribe button, alright? I don't tolerate it. Hold on. I don't tolerate it, I don't want it, and I will delete it. Alright? Now, fortunately, you guys have been so freaking awesome, I've never had to delete anything. Number 12. Sorry, I'm just dumping on the go here, trying to top off this grain cart at ramming speed, because that's how I roll. Don't have our lights on yet, as you can see, and the day's disappearing, as you can also see that. We're good to go. I'll give him the good thumbs up. He probably can't hear me. You're good to go, good sir. So I'll just tell him I'm two-way. You're pretty full. You can go dump. Anyway, sorry. I just want to conclude this video with number 12. And so I may or may not have succumbed to a little bit of peer pressure, and I'd never recommend that, by the way, and made a Talk Ticker. Made a couple videos on Talk Ticker, TikTok, however you guys would like to say it. So yeah, that happened. So anyway, I thought I would just clarify that my priority will still be with YouTube and especially Patreon. Notice how I said that twice. And if I have any time to comment, it will most likely be Patreon and YouTube, because it's actually very difficult to keep up with the comments. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's like a full-time job, and I have a full-time job. So I'm pretty much just gonna use that to let my alternate personalities out and just have a little bit of fun with. But all my ag, pros and cons, days of life on a farm, you know, life with Mike, Mad Mike, Crazy Mike, whatever you want to do, doing backflips off the grain cart, whatever it might be, that will all be on YouTube and Patreon. Just thought I would at least give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Otherwise, we are on our last field of lentils. This is it. We're right on the U.S. border, like literally right on the U.S. border. It's actually back that way. So hello to the Welkers down there. Hope your harvest is going well, and hopefully you're successful and you have a good, bountiful year. Brian and Brian's farming videos. I know you already cut your winter wheat, and I think you're just waiting for the rest of your crops to mature So hopefully all goes well there for you. And you know what, guys? To all you guys who are watching me right now on YouTube, Patreon, whatever it might be, I hope you guys also have a very bountiful, safe, productive harvest. And you know what? Make sure, most important, over safety, is make sure you guys have fun. Have fun out there, alright? Life's stressful enough as it is. Let your hair down. I let mine down all the time. So, you guys have yourself a good one. I'm concluding this video. Adios, amigos.